What's up, YouTube? Hellspawn here with review number 2 in the top 9 countdown. Counting down from 9 to 1. This is going to be the second to the last. This thing is the Neca 18-inch 1/4 scale Predator figure. Now, I've done a review on this before, but I really wanted to redo this review just because of how awesome this figure really is. This guy is huge, first of all. Of course, he's 18 inches tall. Everyone knows that. It's part of the description. 1/4 inch or 1/4 in scale. And wow, NECA has really outdone themselves on this guy. The sculpt is awesome. The paint is awesome. Everything is so cool about this. I mean, it's got an individual, like a separate body net. The body net is actually separate from the figure. The paint on the body is amazing. It looks so good compared to what most production line action figures come out as. You've got the cloth bands around the knees and around the elbows. You've got all the tubes, all the little wires, everything that goes with the shoulder cannon back here. All the bone trophies are going to be separate from him. Every single dreadlock is individually molded. These are not like giant clumps of dreadlocks. And you also have the extendable wrist blades right over here, which will extend and retract. There's really nothing bad to say about this figure. This is one of the not so high scale, high quality figures that I'm going to do a review on in this series, but he definitely deserves the noteworthiness because of what they did for such a low price. These guys could be picked up for about $75 brand new, and I mean, looking at this thing, I would say it's just a hair under Hot Toys quality. I'll give you guys an up close. I'm going to bring the camera closer and give you a nice little up and down view of him. But the armor, the weathering on the armor is fantastic. The helmet, the sculpt, the dreadlocks, making the skin look shiny, and the armor not as shiny, because the armor's like a dull metal color. It is shiny, but his skin's supposed to be wet. It's supposed to give off a slimy type of look, and they really capture that very well with the way that they did this. I mean, full posability in the shoulder cannon, elbows, in the shoulders, the head's on a ball joint. You have knee posability, ankle posability, waist. They're not all on ball joints, like with the thighs, they're just able to rotate on this hinge right here. But you're able to accomplish some pretty cool poses with this thing. And it really maintains a very good sculpt quality. You have ball jointed wrists. You're able to move the wrists pretty much any way that you want. It's posable without sacrificing the look of the figure. There's a lot of figures out there that are posable, but at the same time you see the joints. As an example, the early Hot Toys Predators. Hot Toys has recently been redoing them with new body sculpts, and they look amazing. But they really did really well on this figure. I give the paint a 9 out of 10. I give the sculpt a 9.5 out of 10. I just, for people out there that are looking for a fantastic display quality Predator that's going to bring in a lot of attention to your collection without breaking the bank, this guy is exactly what you need to get. I think you'll be extremely happy with it. I don't know too many people that weren't. I have my own opinions about NECA creating 3 different versions and not having a removable mask. We're not going to get into that right now. I'm just going to go ahead and review it. There is a prior review of this figure on my channel if you want to go back and see what my opinions are about how NECA created 3 separate figures instead of creating one figure that has interchangeable faces, kind of like Hot Toys does. It just kind of burned my biscuit a little bit that they would do that, and it would cause collectors out there to buy 3 $80 figures just to be able to get all the different variations, as opposed to, one figure, instead of selling 5,000 of 3 different figures, of 5,000 each of 3 different figures, why not sell 15,000 of one figure? And these things sold out quick, so there's no reason why they wouldn't have been able to do that. The second incarnation of this figure is exactly the same thing, but it has the Gort mask on it, which was going to be the original Predator mask, but they thought it gave away too many of the Predator's facial features with the mask, so they decided to go with this mask, which so glad they did. The Gort mask is cool, but this is classic. But yeah, I mean, it's cool. I'm definitely waiting for others to come out. I'd like to see a Predator 2 Elder in this. A lot of people did customs that look amazing, but I think a Predator 2 Elder would be cool. A City Hunter. Let's get the AVP Preds. Let's do them all, man. I don't know anybody out there that would not like to have an entire collection of all the different incarnations of the Predator in this scale, in this quality, for this price. You know, dare I say, if Neca gets on the ball and starts releasing these things a little bit quicker in all the different incarnations, AVP, AVPR, Elder, Predator, Predator 2, Lost Clan, blah, 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 I may just give up Hot Toys because it's a bigger scale and the quality is fantastic. Hot Toys is going to start doing quarter scale figures now. The Predators, I think, is what they're starting off with. I wonder why they're creating that type of competition. I have no clue why they would decide to do that all of a sudden, which not too far after NECA came out with their quarter Predators. I absolutely no clue. I think Hot Toys is just trying to be original, maybe. Or maybe they're scared. I don't know. But anyways, like I said, this is good enough where if I had my choice between the Hot Toys 6 scale or this, I'd pick this. If I didn't already have the Hot Toys 6 scale version of this figure, I would not have purchased it. I would have gotten this instead. I did buy the Hot Toys version first because that came out so much further in advance. But glad to have them both. But anyways, let's go ahead and give you guys a couple little up-closers at this bad mamma jamma. Bring that camera just a little bit closer, and we'll actually bring this guy himself a little closer to you as well. And this will definitely be able to give you guys a look at what I was talking about with the quality on this guy. I mean, if you look closely at this figure and you look at the paint, look at the sculpt, it's absolutely awesome. Awesome. I mean, you can't really tell if this is a statue or if this is a Hot Toys figure as it is. I mean, just like if you get a good look at this thing all the way down, just pay attention to how the armor is weathered. Pay attention to the... letting you get away from me here. Pay attention to the speckling on the body in here and how they shaded in all the colors. You know, look at the different, like the little bit of bronzish and the silver and how they weathered all this with different colors and stuff all the way down. Also, pay attention to the transparency of the skin. It's almost like they molded the skin in this color and then painted over top of it. The nice thing about that is it's like a raw plastic, so you get that shiny gleam of the plastic, and it just makes it look like wet, slimy, kind of like reptilian looking skin right off the bat. I just think it looks absolutely amazing. I think they did a fantastic job on it. I think that we would like to see a whole lot more of these come out in this scale, in this line. You know, this is the first one that they've done, so there's nothing but room for improvement from this point on out. I think as amazing as this one is right off the bat, I think by the time we get the next one, I think it's going to blow our freaking minds, man, at how awesome the next one's going to be. It's just an all-around fantastic figure, highly recommended by me and others, by the way. Perfect for the Predator collector on a budget. I cannot tell you guys with any more emphasis to go out and pick this guy up. Just really good job. There are some people complaining about mold marks and lines and stuff like on the mask, and you really can't even tell if you look at the mask on my Predator. It looks pretty flawless to me. So anyways, this is the NECA quarter scale 18-inch classic Predator from Predator 1. And it's number 2 in my birthday countdown. You're going to be seeing a trend all the way down to the end, guys. We'll see you later.